Hi, Ivan. My name is Maurice George.
Maurice, what have you been doing to pass the time this winter?
Well, we've been south with Betty for 3 months. We just got back about 10 days ago. And we're trying to cope with the weather, which we find a little cold compared to Florida. And right now I'm helping Michael, which he has a bunch of heifer coming in, you know, calving time. I'm trying to help him out.
You got any hobbies, Maurice?
Yes, I do. Since I'm retired, I do a lot of fishing, which I enjoy very much. Plus, I collect canes.
You got quite a few canes?
Yes. So far, I think I would have around, let's say, 165, I would say.
165?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been at it for quite a while?
Well, I would say, roughly 20 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah. About 20 years ago, yeah.
What got you started on collecting?
Well, I'll tell you, Ivan, it all started, we used to have New Year's Eve dances, like, you know, and I happened to be in a committee. So they, you know, to make a story short, like, you know, we used to have, you know, during the dance, you used to have balloons, music, whatever, hats and whatever. They decided to, why don't we have a little play, like, you know, the New Year's would get out and the New Year's would come in. The old year would go out and the New Year's would come in. So who was going to volunteer? So like a smart aleck, I did for the old year. And Cecil George did for the New Year. So anyway, around the midnight, when the time was up, you know, to ring the bell, ring the old New Year's out, the old years out, and bring the New Year's in. I got out of the stage, you know, dressed like an old man. They kicked me out. Cecil George was the New Year's baby. She was riding into a, they put her into a wagon, like, you know, like dressed like a baby, a great big Texas Mickey with a nipple, and you know, a nipple that you use for calves that don't want to suck their mother. You know what I mean? Anyway, to make a long story short, they thought I'd made a not too bad a job. But I had a cane, and that cane was given to me by John Perrault, which belonged to his dad, Léon Perrault. And after it was all over, he said, you know, you did such a good job, I'll let you have the cane. And that's how my cane collection started. Then after that, we went to McAllen. That was in 75, I believe, 6. Visit our Betty's sister there in Louis Moreau. From there, we went to Mexico, different place, and I picked a few canes. And I thought, got interested in them, like, you know. And from there on, we picked, you can see from now, this is a Mexico, you know, the Mexico cane. And, oh, there was other ones, you know, different types. And,
so that's how you acquired your 2 first canes?
Yeah, right, Ivan. And from there, Miss David, I don't know if you know her, but she was maid of Monseigneur Bois. And she had been so good to my wife, Betty, that she took sick and she needed 2 canes, like, you know, to walk. So Betty said, why don't we keep her for a while? So she came over for a while at our place, but she got better. And when she went home, she left me a cane. And,
So you think we could see all your collection, Maurice?
Yes, Ivan, I'd be glad to show it to you and tell you a little bit of history about it, like, okay? Okay, Ivan, here's the first one I ever got. Given to me, like I was telling you a while ago, on that New Year's Eve dance from John Perrault. This cane would belong to Léon Perrault, his dad. And he gave it to me. That was my first cane, okay? And from there is other ones, but I'll keep on with the pioneers here. Here's Prosper Perrault, given to me by Célestin Perrault, okay? Which I enjoyed very much, which Monsieur Prosper Perrault never used it. What he used it for, he'd go and pick up, gather his milk cows, like, you know, and brought them home. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this one might interest you. This is the one that was given to me by Mademoiselle David, Miss David, which was given to her by your grandmother, Sidonie Donny. It's written here, Trèfle Rousell. Your grandpa used to use this cane, I think. Okay. Here's another one that might interest you. This one was given to me by your mother. And it was from her uncle, Emile Castillo, from Arizona or someplace like that.
Benson.
You know,
Benson, Arizona. Benson.
Benson, Arizona.
Yeah, yeah.
And your mother, and it's a cactus. It's very light, and I really enjoyed having it. Here's another one here. This is from Monsieur Renard, Mr. Renard, great-grand Henry Renard. It's only it's a willow to me. It means a lot to me. I'll pick this. What's this next? Okay. Up there, 19. Here's a cane that was given to me. I think the ceiling, you know, whatever you call it, from Mooseman. That was from his grandpa from Russia. It says 18. No, that's an old cane. And this one here, simple cane. You know, it's half cane will travel. There you are. I'll put it over there. Okay, what's next? There's so many there. Oh, here's from Flow. Or Soaked or Redwoods, what do you call them? I got it this year, his sale. Wait a minute. Norbert Martin. Not to you, I don't think so. But anyway, that's from, that's not the real Monsieur Martin's cane yet. There's an old one that I'd like to have, but Lucien Martin got it, and he wouldn't let it go, but still, I got this one from Monsieur. And all the rest can see different places, like, you know, okay? Now, here's my sensei, you know, out. This was given to me by my brother, late brother, Fons. He got it from Mexico. It's a sword, eh? I appreciate this bit for a real Esterhazy.
Burns on me.
Yeah. Whatever his name is. I forgot his name. He's a carver, eh? And he made those canes. You see this one? Deal. And pegs are right there. And it's handmade. I think it's very nice. With a ball right in there. And don't think that was carved right in there. Yeah, right. Okay. And now I've got a little time to put them back in there. So many there. You know, here's one which I enjoyed very much, given by my nephew.
Your niece, Yvette.
Moreau.
Yvette.
Which,
Yvette.
not Yvette.
Yeah.
Yvette Moreau. And it's all, they had been in Europe, like, you know, and every place they went, they put a crest on it, like, you know, Belgium or name it. You see? And that was a very nice cane, yeah. Here's one that I'd like to show you. It comes from Edmonton. If I can take it out. Okay. See, there's You're supposed to put pills in there, but I put whiskey when I travel. Then, you know, here's one from Michael, okay? Here's from China. It's all carved, you know, China deal. The other one I don't have is Japan. Oh, there's all kinds here. Here's one from Lawrence Welk. We happened to be on the bus tour, and then we called on this resorts, like whatever. Another one here from NASA. Oh boy. This from Alan from, I think it's from Germany someplace. So, from here on, there's one from the vet here. I'm going to show you. He wanted I had two the same, like, you know, and a sword. Like, he wanted one, so he brought me this one. You can take it apart, eh? You can take it apart in 3D deal. Very nice to carry in your suitcase. You can use it as a club if you want to. Now, Ivan, I'm going to walk to the next one here, okay? Now, there's some favorite ones here, you know. Really favorite ones. And I'll show you which one I'm going to pick. Okay. When we were in Europe with Betty last year, this cane belongs to my grandpa Rollin, my mother's dad, which is very dear to me. Very, very dear. There's another one here, which came from Belgium, from my mother's sister. You know, it's 1874. Just imagine, it's very old. Oh, here's one from Art Belial, you know, and Jen from Germany. They had been visiting their son, Jeff, I think. Here's from Larry, from Jamaica. Here's one from my grandson, Clayton, you know. It's hazel wood, made of hazel wood. That's very nice. I like it. Here's another one here that I like very much, given to me by Father Savoie from Madge Lake. These are from Germany. Here's another one from Cuba, given to me by Art Gervais, George Gervais' brother from Hamilton. Yeah. And, oh, I can't miss this one. Joe, my brother, made this one for me. He picked some wood in Kenosha Lake or whatever. He had a lot of work to be done, but a little short for me, but still, it's a nice cane. I enjoyed it very much. Oh, here's one from George Gardner from Jamaica. And by gosh, most of all, you know, not this one. Maybe you won't, I've got to pull this one out. It's a simple cane. You won't think it's very much, but let's see. You do this. You measure the race horse with this. There's a level right here, and you can measure the race horses, like, you know. So that was given by Betty, my good half. Now, what else? I don't know. Like you see.
What's that one with the pick?
Oh yeah.
The big one.
This is from Germany. Where is she? Yeah. Well, that's when you do some climbing. If you ever climb a mountain or something, you're supposed to be that. But I've never tried because I think I'd break my neck. Okay, this one is given to me by Michael. When he moved his trailer, he bought a trailer from, what's his name again? Peter Peterson. From around Lida somewhere or whatever. It was a driftwood or deadwood, and it looked like some kind of a cane. So I picked it up and I asked this guy if I could have it. He said yes. It kind of looked like a snake. So I took it to my friend. He cleaned it up. He varnished it. And he said, you know what? I found another snake in there. You see another snake here? Eating the other one. That was quite a deal, eh? Yeah. A lot of them were given to me by Cullenberg. You remember Bill Cullenberg that used to be in Bellegarde? You know, this golden willow, diamond willow, I should say. There's 1, 2, 3. There's quite a few here. Yeah. So there, I'm going to show you my shoehorn. How did I start my shoehorn? We were to Ed Bush one time, had all the time to put my shoes on. So he said, you know, here, use this. So he had a nice shoehorn. He'd give it to me. I thought it was very nice. So I started collecting them. And this friend of mine made a stand for them, and so far we got about 20 of them. Yeah. But my best one is this guy here, which we picked in Brussels. Little pissing mannequin piss. The little son of a gun, he's pissing all the time, you know. And here, it's a weasel that catches a bird, like, you know. See that? This one is a jockey. You've seen those jockey, eh? Little hat on the, well, whatever. Anyway, this one was, I got it from Vegas. That's a pretty nice one. Yeah, I like that one. So this is about as far as I can tell you, Ivan, whatever I got here. From here we'll go to whatever I got left here. It's not much. It's what I call the leftover, you know. But this deal here, it's an original stand from England. You know, that's what they use to put their canes in. Yeah. And I put my junk in it, you know. Here's one that was given to me. Oh, it looks like hell. It's not over yet. If this one was done this way, it might look better. But anyway, it's given to me by Bill Burwash from Boggy Creek. We went and picked some trees up there and we stayed overnight. And he gave me, that was a root that just grew that way, like, you know. And as far as the rest, these deals that you see here, that's in the 78. I broke my foot. Would you like to know how I broke my foot? No. Well, I was putting shovels on my cultivator, eh? They had been used. One was twisted a bit. So I put the twisted one on some kind of a deal that I had in the shed, and I used a big sledgehammer and bang, eh? Well, that son of a slot flew over and banged me right in the gall and thing and broke my foot. That's how I got it broke. Now, here's my Expo deal here that you can see. We were in Expo in '86 with Betty. And you can rest your seat if you want to, if you're tired. So I thought that would be a good souvenir from the Expo, like, you know. So, so far, Ivan, that's about all I can tell you about my canes, like, you know.